So today I'm gonna read Walt Disney Dumbo book, and here we go. It was spring in the circus. After the long winter rest, it was the time to set out again on the open road. Toot toot! Whistle Cassie Jones, the locomotive of the circus train. All aboard! Shouted the right ringsmaster, the acrobat, the junker, the tumbler, the snake charmer, scrambled to the place on the train. The keeper locked the animal case. Then with a jiggly jerk and brisk puff puff, off sped Crazy John. The circus was on its way. Everyone was singing, everyone was happy. Happy as of all was Mrs. Dumbo Ford in her store. Other animals called the baby Dumbo. His mother loved him dearly, even though his ears were big. All night while the baby animals slept, Casey Jones whistled and puffed, hauling the long train to the city where the circus was the opening show. It was dark when he pulled into the station. Rain poured down hard, but the circus began to unload. The roustabout jumped down from the freight car. The light touched and stuck them in the ground. Men and animals came bustling out of the train into the windy, wet night. Mrs. Dumbo worked and the other elephant and her baby helped a little. By morning, the rain had stopped and the tent was all set up. The circus was busy, getting ready for the big parade the band played. Everyone fell in line. Then, up pranced the gay procession down the main street. There were creamy white horses, licorice colored silk. There were lady acrobat in pink silk tight, lion passing in the guided white wagon, carriage, elephant marching with slow, even step. The crowd on the sidewalk cheered. Then suddenly, their eyes opened wide. They craned their neck. Look, look, they cried. Look at that silly animal with that dragging ears. He can't be an elephant, he must be a cow. Sadly, Dumbo tottered behind his mother with his tongue wrapped to her tail. He tried to hurry along faster so he wouldn't hear the laughter, but he stumbled, he tripped over his ear. Down, he splashed into a puddle of mud. Now the crowd laughed even louder. Mrs. Dumbo scowled at them. She picked Dumbo up and carried him in her tongue the rest of the way. When the parade finally came back to the train, everyone hustled to get ready for the afternoon show. Mrs. Dumbo put Dumbo in her wooden bathtub, and as she scrabbled, she whistled and comforting words. A gang of noisy boys came pushing it the first for the afternoon show. We want to see the elephant, they yelled, the one with the sideboard ear. Look, there he is. They're laughing at Dumbo though. That's sad. A boy grabbed one of Dumbo's ear and pulled it hard. Then he made an ugly face and stuck out his tongue. Mrs. Dumbo couldn't stand it. She snapped and boy up with her tongue and spanked him hard. Help, he cried. Help, help. What's going on here? Cried the lynx monster. Rushing forward, tied her down, and he yelled. Soon she was behind the bear in the prison wagon with a big sign that said, Danger, mad elephant, keep out. The next day, they made Dumbo into a cow. They painted his face with a foolish grin and dressed him in a baby dress. On his head, they put a bonnet. They used him in the most ridiculous act. In the show, a make-believe fire. Every night he has to jump from the top of dancing cardboard house down into a fireman net. The audience thought it a great joke, but Dumbo felt disgrace. He disgraced to us, the big animal agreed, and they turned into their back on him. Hidden in a pile of hay was Timothy Mouse, the smallest animal with the circus. They can't treat the little fellow that way, he muttered. Not while Timothy Mouse is around. Hey, there, little fellow, he called to Dumbo. Don't be afraid, I'm your friend. I want to help you. Timothy ran up to a Dumbo's ear. We'll get your mother out of jail. You and I together, we will make you the star of the show. You'll be flying a lot high. Say, he went on staring at Dumbo's ear. What is here? Dot ear are as good as wing. I'll teach you to fly. Quietly, Dumbo crept out of the tent with Timothy, and soon they come to the prison car on a sailing. Dumbo told his mother all about the crowd act and how unhappy he was without her, and about the wonderful idea Timothy has for making him a success. Mother Dumbo listened sympathetically, stroking him gently with her tongue. Like this one. Don't you worry, baby, she told him. You're having a hard time now, and I'm sorry I can't be with you to help. But just remember always to do your best. And as Timothy said, you'll soon be flying high. Then sadly, they said goodnight, and Timothy and Dumbo continued on their way. Out on the battlefield, in the starlight, they went to work. With Timothy as teacher, Dumbo practiced running and jumping and hopping. He stretched out his wings and flapped them 1, 2, 3, 4. But hard as he tried, Dumbo could not leave the ground. At least almost two tried to stand, and two friends gave up and started gloomily back toward the sleeping circus. Don't worry, Dumbo, Timothy whispered as he curled up on Dumbo's head, brim for a good night's sleep. We have you flying yet? So Dumbo fell asleep with a tired smile on his face and a beautiful dream in his heart. In the dream, he was flying easily and gracefully as a bird soaring through the air high above the circus. It was a wonderful dream, and it seemed very real to Dumbo. When the morning sun rose, Timothy was the first to awaken. He blinked and looked up. Why? Why? Timothy said, rubbing his eye. Where am I? He was still in the brim of Dumbo's hat, and the hat was still on top of Dumbo's head, but Dumbo was asleep on the branches of tree far, far above the ground. But how did we get here? Timothy stumbled. Slowly, Dumbo opened his eye. He glanced down. He groaned, and then he struggled to his feet. But suddenly he slipped onto a smooth tree bark and fell down. He bounced from branches to branches with Timothy clinging to his trunk. Boom! They landed in the shallow pond just underneath the tree. Timothy scrambled up out of the water and wrung out Dumbo's tail. Dumbo, he panted, you can fly. If you can fly when you are asleep, you can fly when you are awake. Your ears, Dumbo, they are your fortune. He grabbed one of the Dumbo's wet ears and patted it. You wouldn't be a cow anymore. You will be famous, the only flying elephant in the whole wide world. And Timothy and Dumbo began all over again to practice flying. But it wasn't easy. Time after time, Dumbo tried to take off. Time after time, he stuck out flat on his face. Dumbo needs some help. Timothy gave him a black feather. He said that as long as Dumbo held the magic feather, he would be able to fly. The trick worked like a charm. The very instant that Dumbo wrapped the tip of his tongue around the feather flap, went his ear up into the air. He soared like a bird. Over the tallest tree spot, he sailed, he climbed, he dipped, he dived 3 times. He circled the strike. Then he headed back to the circus ground, hot diggly. Timothy, here, you are flying, you are really flying. He couldn't wait until the next circus performance. Then Dumbo could show everyone that he could do. For now, though, they would keep it a secret. No one noticed Dumbo when he and Timothy came quietly back. It was already time for Dumbo to get into his costume inside the wall of the cardboard house. He had to wait all through the show until fire cracking up around him. At last, Timothy leaned down and handed him the feather. In just a second, Dumbo, he whistled, you will be the most famous animal in the world. Clack. Crackled the fire. The cow act was on. Flame shot up around the cardboard house. Clang, clang. Oh, the cow fire engine rushing toward the blast. From the far end of the ring, a red-headed mother cow came running. Save my baby, she screamed. He's on the top pile. The fireman brought a big net and held it out. Jump, my darling baby, jump. Shrieked the mother cow. Dumbo jumped, but as he jumped, the back feather slipped from the tongue and floated away. Now his magic was gone, and Dumbo's tongue was like a stone. You can fly, Timothy shouted. Finally, the feather is a fake. You can fly. Dumbo heard the shout and doubly spread his ear wide. Not 2 feet above the net, he stopped his flying and swooped up into the air. A mighty grasp arose audience. They knew it couldn't be, but it was. Dumbo was flying, while the cow roared. It's like Dumbo, this power dive loop sprint and barrel roll. He swooped down and picked up Peanut and squirt a trunk full of water on the crowd. The keeper fee visits Dumbo and brought her to the tent in triumph to see her baby fly, so all the Dumbo worry had come to an end. By evening, Dumbo was a hero from coast to coast. Timothy became a Dumbo manager, and he saw to it that Dumbo got a wonderful contract with a big salary and a pension for his mother. The circus was renamed Dumbo Flying Circus, and Dumbo traveled in a special steamline car. But best of all, he forgave everyone who had been unkind to him, for his heart was as big as his magical ear. The end.